raised questions of affordability. Commission spokesperson Musa Ndwandwe says there are a number of questions that have to be unpacked as well as answered. Today's hearing deals with an overview looking into the whole environment of higher education. Now, for more on the story, across live to our reporter Sipho Stirman in Pretoria, who I believe has got a guest with him, Musa Ndwandwe, Secretary General of the South African Union of Students. Good afternoon, Sipho. Could you please bring us up to date with the morning's proceedings?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, and indeed the first session of the Fees Commission went underway a little bit late than expected this morning, around around 10:30, but it was not such a major delay. However, what's been interesting are the outcomes of the first session. We had presentations by the South African Union of Students, who of course made the recommendations about the need for free and accessible education, especially to support poor students and the children of the working class, such as teachers and the police, and that's what we call the missing middle. Now what has come out of this is that the students, they were expecting to be engaged by the Commission, and what is interestingly, the Commission simply just accepted their presentation and not necessarily offered them a question and answer sessions and sort of debate the points that they presented, and that was really a situation that was unfavorable to the South African Union of Students. They saying that they don't have confidence in this commission anymore, that it did not take their presentation seriously and really engage with them. And now, speaking of their presentation, of course, they made a number of recommendations saying that perhaps the public wage bill needs to be cut. They're saying MPs, mayors and ministers are earning quite very high salaries, and that those salaries need to be cut so to help fund students. They also urge government to also work very strongly to cut corruption, so that can help in terms of saving money in that department and also funding students. Now, another issue that came up here, and my guest here, as you mentioned, will talk a lot, but I just want to introduce it to you, is that the Commission made it clear that it's not dealing with the question of fee increments for 2017. It's saying that it will not discuss that matter at this point in time, that the fee increment situation for 2017 will be decided by the President and the Education Ministry, that its work does not speak to that. And that, angered the students, saying that then what is the point of this commission if it's not going to address the fee increment for next year at this point in time? And I'm going to speak now to Musa Ndwandwe, who is the Secretary General of the South African Union of Students. Just talk to us about why you're saying that you have no confidence in this commission after just one session.
Well, of course, I think it's not true that is the one session. This is the second session we're meeting the commission. It was first met in Cape Town. Today was for the second time we're meeting them. Only to be told we remember when we started, we asked them, how far are they? How long have they? What is it that they've done since the inception of the establishment of the task team? We were told that the only thing that they've done in a period of 7 months is they were dealing with logistics. Like really? We can't. It's really puzzling and it's disturbing from the side of students. Our students are subjected to exclusion due to high fees in institutions of higher learning, and we have a commission that has been pumped with millions but has only dealt with logistics. Really, the commission, there is no commitment of whatsoever from the commission to deal with the issues. We give them a presentation, they sit down, they say, "Thank you very much, pastors, we have presented very well, amen." So really, there is no sense of urgency from the side of the commission, while our students are being subjected to dire conditions in institutions of learning.
All right, now tell us now, you've made your presentation, and where to from now, from your side?
No, we have made our presentation and we have made it clear that we are not happy. Now we are going to be traveling the length and breadth of the country, convening mass meetings in all institutions of higher learning, presenting to our student body. Then the student body is going to guide us, is going to give us a direction. In the previous NEC meeting, we have been instructed that if there is no willingness from the commission, students are prepared to go and study in Union Building, students are prepared to go and study in Cape Town in the National Assembly. So now we are going to go back and tell them that, comrades, Judge Heher and the entire collective of lawyers and advocates, they are not committed to fund free education. What is the way forward? And believe you, my brother, the students are ready, students are united, and we are prepared to lobby all strategic unions in the country to come and support this genuine call.
So in a nutshell, are you saying that you're going to be embarking on another protest action like we saw last year with Fees Must Fall?
The struggle for free education can never be postponed. And if it needs be that we go to the street up for the whole year, we are prepared to do it just to ensure that this generation, the struggle for free education, will have the signature of this generation. But rest assured, we are not prepared to sell out this generational mission.
All right. Now, the Commission also mentioned that, it's not necessarily dealing with the question of fee increment for 2017. That is a matter that will be decided outside of this Commission by the President and the Department of Higher Education. What is your take on that? Because it seems as though you expected the Commission to immediately address the issue of fee increment going into next year.
That's another contradiction that we find ourselves subjected to. Because there is a ministerial committee, there is a presidential committee. The ministerial committee, this side, is busy advocating for fee increment. There is a presidential committee that is looking at the feasibility of higher education. And we feel that this commission should be able to collaborate and work together as to ensure that we deliver a singly coordinated higher education system. But still, the government is still tracking the higher education system that we seek to build. Therefore, we're saying that we are not prepared to sit in any fee increment meeting in institutions of higher learning. That's a position of the union. So if there are people out there who think that they will come and increase fees in institutions of higher learning, who are saying they are living in planet Pluto, not in our institutions of higher learning, we are the major stakeholders. And if there is any attempt to increase fees, we are not prepared to do anything. We will meet in the streets. The might of students is ready. The might of students is organized. The generation is committed. We will meet in the streets, and rest assured we are going to attend for education.
And with the issue that you're saying you cannot accept any fee increment, we know that any fee increment has to be funded either by government and by the private sector. So how do you expect government to go about funding this no fee increment that you want to continue annually? And what role do you also see the private sector playing in this?
Cut the vice chancellor's salary, cut the minister's salary, cut the mayor's salary, fund free education, introduce education tax and sin tax, fund free education, tax the rich, fund free education. There are people in this country who earn top-notch salaries, such that they even have audacity to eat sushi on top of naked women. We must tax those people. They have a lot of money. Fund free education. It is very simple. We have made it clear. We are not a generation that is not thinking. We have brought suggestions on table. Let us be assisted. Chamber of Mines, who are going to be taking the war to Chamber of Mines, will be taking war to Johannesburg Stock Exchange. They must play a contributing factor to fund free education.
Okay, and just very lastly, the Commission did mention that they will call you back perhaps at a later stage to engage with you further in your presentation. Will you participate in that process when they call you back?
We don't work through their instruction. We work through the instruction of our masses. If they think that they're going to call us back, and if our masses say that commission is wasting our time, don't go there, we won't come. If our masses, they've instructed that to come today, we came, we are going to report that this thing is a waste of time, and then our masses will say, be patient with them, come back again, we'll come. But if our masses are saying, no, we no longer have time, let's meet the commission in the street, let's meet the president in the street, let's meet the minister in the street, we are prepared to listen to the voices of our masses.
All right, well, that is the South African Union of Students expressing their satisfaction with how the Fees Commission has started off this morning, but particularly they are very upset by the fact that the Commission did not really engage its presentation and debate the points that they brought forward. And they're saying right now they will be going back to student structures across the country to seek a way forward. But seemingly they are still available for further communication and really just participating through this process. And right now the Commission is going to listen now to a presentation by the University of Wits, and that is all from us here at the Fees Commission in Pretoria.
Thank you very much, spokesperson there, with an impassioned word there from Musa Ndwandwe, from the Secretary General of the South African Union of Students. We take a short break. When we come back, more news.